Hi, Kai. How you doing? I want to talk a little bit about your ad. Generally, I think you did a good job. I've got a couple of recommendations. One of the things that really threw me was in your writing, excuse me, where you say over here, you say something to the effect of researching Amethyst Bay and Spain. This resort is in the U.S. Virgin Islands, so it's a Caribbean resort, so it's not overseas. I think that's really super important to understand. Okay, it really does. It makes a big difference. There's a huge difference in the demographic between those who are looking to vacation in Spain and those who are looking to vacation in the Caribbean. Okay, so generally, I think the page mechanics is good. The page is set up well. There's a couple of things that I think we can do to improve the actual structure of the ad. The first thing I recommend is not using Amethyst Bay as your headline. You've already got Amethyst Bay down here in your type, so why not introduce the promotion with your headline, like welcome future newlyweds, or welcome future newlyweds, or welcome honeymooners, or whatever, however you want to say it. Okay, so you don't have to repeat that what's being already said in the logo. So in a wedding package, I would say it would make sense to group that over here as a subhead on top of your type. Okay, the type itself, I think, is a little bit high in the composition. Actually, no, it's okay now. Yeah, I think you moved it down, definitely. The rings, I would move those down here somewhere. Maybe even on top of the logo, or maybe I just not real sure. Maybe right there. I don't think this is a good place, because it's the first thing people look at. It's front and center, and it's the highest thing on the page. So I think that your viewer gets stuck on looking at the rings in that placement, as opposed to taking in the whole composition in one breath, so to speak. So let me move that down there just for now and see how much better it looks. Now let's go ahead and take the Amethyst Bay, and we can do a couple of things here. Amethyst Bay. Now change that to whatever your type is. Let's go ahead and move that down just a little bit. Okay, and whoops, I did not want to do that. I wanted to do this. Okay, and then so the only other thing I would recommend here is get your contact information here. It's really important to let the viewer know exactly where this location is. The first thing anybody's going to do before they call or before they make any kind of accommodations whatsoever is they're going to look at the location to find out where it's at. A couple of tips in your typography. Generally, I think your typography is good. Your rags are pretty good. 50%. Percent comes after the 50. It's not before the 50. So keep that in mind, or write out the word percent. Finally, my last comment has to do with the image. This is not the best quality image. And we can see that as we zoom in right here. You see the trees, see how damp, whoops. See how damaged the trees are? Get a lot of pixelization up here, over here in the trees, especially where the trees hit the water. A lot of damage over there. The boat itself is almost not recognizable. Let me get rid of that so we can see. See how the boat's really super damaged, so it's almost not even recognizable as a boat. I mean, we know it is because, of course, it's sitting in the middle of a bay. But if you were to see that, it doesn't really resemble a boat. It's just really a look over here in the foreground. Okay, look at those bushes, and I just think you can find a better quality image. I really do. Okay, other than that, looking great. That's what I have for you, Kyle. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to reach out. Okay, thanks very much.